Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NHL 23 Franchise Mode. We are the New Jersey Devils, and we are on the quest for the Cup. And this has been a quest that has been going through a rebuild for a very, very, very long time. And let's see how long it takes us to actually get it done. We've gone through one season so far. I got pretty held up last week. I got kind of sick, was losing my voice, definitely didn't want to sit there doing a stream and hack and cough my guts up. Real quick, let me adjust something. Like, I don't know what it's like for everybody else, but isn't that menu music? I don't know why that took a while for it to cut. Yo, what's up, Albert? All right, that's better. Okay. So you'll still hear me hacking and coughing from time to time, so I apologize in advance for that. This is Albert's favorite game in the world, by the way. But yeah, so at any rate, last week I got pretty sick, and what really sucks is I have a game I'm really chomping at the bit to play, and I will be playing it after I wrap up this stream, and you know, if you're subscribed, you'll see what it is. I'm good, Albert. Yourself? Hope things are going well. But anyway, so we went through the first season. We didn't do great, but we kind of expected that. And really didn't get a whole hell of a lot accomplished in terms of that draft. We had made a bunch of trades and stuff. Eric Halla did not re-sign, which is fine. I'll show you the only draft pick that was worth... Well, actually, I had two, I should say. I had a... Where is he? So we picked up our first pick, the first round. Been good, kinda? Well, I mean, kinda is better than not at all. But we got Zachary Benson. I was trying like hell to pull off some kind of miracle trade where there's a couple other players I really, really wanted. So while Benson seems to be like the consolation prize, I mean, he's not bad. He's just got a lot of growth. He's skinny, so he needs to put on weight. But he's got, you know, he's got potential here. He could be something. And he's got a whole bunch of, you know, pretty decent X factors. And I don't know, we'll see. I mean, he's a playmaker. He's got that third eye, so he's got that, you know, extra passing abilities and stuff. So the other one that I got that is interesting is Shishkinov. I pulled an elite low out of his 6th round pick, so could be nothing, could turn into something. I don't know. Obviously, this is just something we'll find out, but he's going to have to cook in the juniors and whatnot for quite some time. Albert says, this Sunday is neither good or bad. It just is. Yeah, I hear that. Let's see. Other guys that I picked up, like I said, nobody special. Everybody was just kind of like possibly just going to be AHLers. All right, so let's look at our lines. Pretty much we're going with the players we've already had in our system. I've got money that I could spend for free agency, but at the same time, not enough to really like make anybody who's going to make a massive difference that I feel like spending all of my cap money on. So we're going with these lines. Nolan Foote has made the team. Bastion technically was they were pushing him automatically down to the AHL. But I want to leave him on here. I want that physicality. All right, Albert. Well, it's good to see you pop in, dude. Have a good one. But, well, I need to get food after I'm done with this as well. So here we are. We got the Hughes Nemitz line going. I tried arranging the defense to get something that would make more sense, but so many of these was like, oh, if I, move this there, we got nothing at all. And here we, do I want Nemitz on the third line? Well, maybe. You know what? Actually, let's do that. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. Yeah, because a lot of these other combinations we're going to really like. Actually, let's put Hamilton. All right, this is fine. But we got Nemitz and Hughes both making their NHL debuts this year. And we'll see how this goes. I have Kevin Ball as my 7th. And, yeah, I was tempted to have Ball in as my 6th and then take Nemitz and leave him down in the AHL, but I think he's ready. This year, I don't expect this team to be a real playoff contender either. But once again, it's EA, so you never know. They might miraculously make the playoffs and win the Stanley Cup. You never know. But at any rate, let's see what happens in 23-24. Right now, my trade block is empty. I don't really have anybody that I can afford to get rid of. I might make some moves going into the trade deadline just to grab some extra picks because we have to build for the future. We're still in rebuild. Even though we got players now who we should be getting pushed towards the future, we're not quite there yet. So let's get through the preseason. And here comes some trades. Okay, well, you want Mackenzie Blackwood, and you're offering up 2 second-round picks for him. No. Because I need my goaltending tandem. So, sorry. They really want Blackwood. No. Yeah, Ryan Graves was not hurt. We are salary cap compliant. We are under the cap. We don't have anybody to move around. We're fine with that. The next thing is scouting. I already did all the scouting stuff because I know that is super boring for people to watch. Let me check real quick. Let me make sure that my trade block is indeed empty. Unless it adjusted it. No, it adjusted everything. Let's get... That's so annoying. But at least it left all of this filled. I don't have anybody... I don't have anybody that I can trade. But what I do want to see, actually... I know. Why did I... This is the first time, clearly, that I... Oh, my God. Yes, I know. Draft picks. All right. So I did load up a little bit here. I got 2 second-rounders this year, 2 third-rounders, a fourth, 2 fifths. All right. All right, so I got a good number of picks for this year's draft. Doesn't guarantee I'm going to get anything good. Obviously, it's all going to come down to where we place. And this is the kind of scary point where the better your team is doing, the crappier your draft picks are going to be, and the crappier your draft picks are going to be, the shallower your prospect pool is. But New Jersey is at a point right now where they're now finding the fruits of their failures actually coming to the front. All right, so first month, let's see how we do. Let's look at the draft class very briefly. Old Zachary Finger here. There's also a guy in there whose last name is Bang, and last draft there was someone's name was Bonk. All I could think is how funny would it be to have Bonk and Bang on your team. Then you just need another guy whose last name is Pow. All right, so we don't have any elite mediums or gems hidden away yet. Doesn't mean they're not out there. They just haven't been uncovered. Oh, good. Good start. Zetterlund is hurt already. All right, so I grabbed Lauko here so that he can be my guy to jump into the lineup. He's young. I think I have him for 2 years, so right? 2 years, I believe. 1 year. Okay. Yeah, because I only needed somebody to fill in as an extra guy. Like, that is his job, is just to be in case we need you. Well, right now we need you because Zetterlund already busted his knee. All right, well, we're not worried about Utica. He's fully healed. All right, good, good, good. I really want to see Zetterlund develop into a really solid player. I don't know how he develops on EA, but so right now we're just sitting around 500. We're just a middling team at this point. And I got a feeling that's probably going to be the case for the entire season. No. All right, good for Pino. We're really, I'm really relying on the team that I've got and building through picks and hoping to bring in more players. And incidentally, I am also, in the meantime, I am working on building my 48-team fantasy league. Well, it won't be a fantasy league, but it'll be a 48-team league. And they'll all be from North America and across Europe and Asia. Michael Dolan's hurt. That's not good. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Something that I was watching, something that I was thinking about too, is that when I do that, when it comes down to the drafts, you gotta draft people like all the way into the 7th round who are rated like up to 336 in scouting reports. Like, that's crazy. That's like 100 players deeper than you normally would. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Round 3 for Strawman. Let me just see. I'm just curious what he brings to the table. 80 overall for a guy who's going to retire soon and really doesn't add a whole hell of a lot to the table. No. No, no, thanks. Appreciate the offer, but not into it. My defense is pretty good, actually, so I really don't want to mess with that too much. Well, my defense is okay. I shouldn't say it's really good or even pretty good. And yeah, we are still just sitting, hovering around 500. Do we have anything changed? Just immediate mediums. Any gems? No. Man, that's definitely seen some pretty bad losses. No, I don't want Suitor. I love how we get sarcastic responses if we ask for either the same trade or very similar trade from another team, and they like, clearly you don't listen when you were rejected once, or you already asked us that. I don't know why you come back with the same offer. And it's like, can't we send back a sarcastic reply to them? And they make us these terrible offers. Man, we are just, uh-oh. Dougie is hurt. That's not good. Kevin Ball, it's your time. Yep. Well, you're just going to have to sit there on that top line and hopefully you can hold things down. Whoops. All right. 7-0 loss. Oof. And I don't want John Merrill. I've been asked to trade for him a million times, and I am not interested. All right, let's go to our scouts. I want to see. All right, a lot of these guys are. Pardon me. All right, so. You know what I wish? I wish that where that like we kind of saw them before would pop up here. Like if we scouted somebody and we think they're going to be an elite medium, that it would list that and not just be a matter of, blindly looking at everyone again, because that's really aggravating. All right, and actually, the smart thing to do here. So this guy should be getting, okay. So we're just going to look at each one of these people, and we know that they're all going to be elites. All right. Down to Andreas Kolzig. Even though he's not an elite, this dude's actually got a pretty good... Well, let's scout him again, right? All right, so let's go. Now, this might be a little tedious, guys, so I apologize in advance, but this tends to be the most efficient way to do this. It just takes a while. But at the same time, it's better for me to do it this way instead of going and just assigning all of our scouts on random, select guys who could just be AHL players. I'd rather at least be focusing on players who are potential elites, because they're the ones that I'm usually going to roll the dice on when it comes to who I am going to try to draft. I'm not really going to be trying too hard to like grab people who are even a top 6 or top 4, unless there's like nobody else who's like a really guaranteed medium or someone with an X factor or whatever. And what we definitely need, we need a real legitimate top tier goaltender. Like someone in our pipeline who is, so this guy's Central Scouting has him 269. We got him ranked 70 pieces above that. So, but as much as Vanacek and Blackwood, can hold the fort, let's face it, there are other goaltenders out there that are way better than them. And considering that the team in front of them aren't necessarily saving their asses, we're not exactly giving them a whole hell of a lot of a chance to grow or shine. And that is my my main concern, is just looking at the goaltending being like, that might end up biting us in the ass, not having somebody with like a 90 overall. I mean, they're both 85 overalls, and it's not bad. But at the same time, we have no idea if they're really making a difference or not. Like, how often are either one? Considering we've already seen games where it's like, oh, you lost 7-0. Well, when you lose by 7 goals, that's a goaltender issue. I mean, that's also the entire team played like garbage, clearly, but again, I apologize that I know this isn't the most exciting stuff out there. There's also a couple of Maple Toffs out there that are in the that are in this draft class, and they're from different leagues. For whatever reason, that name stuck out to me. Jesper Hedberg. Did we not even... So we hadn't even scouted this character before. Or if we did, it was very brief. But fortunately, we're definitely getting to the end of me doing this, so... The only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at goaltenders. So as soon as we get to Kolzig, Ken Card. Shannon Pham. Brent Jenks. Oh, he's already being scouted. Sandlack. And there we go. All right, so Kolzig. All right, so... Man, there's really not really a hell of a lot out there for goaltending, but I don't know, let's scout this guy. And but again, like, a starter is good and all, but I mean, he's got he might have this guy might have an X factor, but no guarantee. All right, so back to the season. And this, we are 15, 15, and 5. We are terrible. All right, we get Dougie back. Pardon me. The cool thing is that Ball actually ended up getting some chemistry going. All right, just wanted to make sure that Dougie was back in those other 6-1 loss. Man, we are right back to ugly losses. I don't want John Merrill. Stop offering me John Merrill. Oh, Woods. Wood. All right there, Lauco. Time for you to jump on in. Thank you, Jacob. All right. Oh, a gem has appeared. 2 gems have appeared. Look at that. And one of them being a goaltender. All right, this one is being scouted. Peter Zavatos. Let's, speaking of bonk. All right, let's get you scouted again. Because the more we can really get a look at you. Oh, this dude's looking scary. And I might be able to pull off some magic to get that pick, but that's going to mean I got some trades I'm going to have to do. And if this guy actually turns out to be a true gem, which right now we know nothing about. No elite highs, right? No. Okay. Chase Stillman's hurt. Not good. And I, incidentally, I had turned chemistry off because, holy crap, does that get annoying? Because that's when you get people, especially with the player conversations, is the worst. Those are the absolute worst. Because you end up left and right, everybody complaining, everybody bitching and moaning about, oh, I'm not getting enough playing times. Like, you're on the first line. I need to be on the ice more. How can I give you more ice time? It's not possible. And that stupid crap happens all of the time. And considering the EA doesn't really fix a whole lot of stuff, I don't imagine that would be any better this year. No, what do I need this guy for 1 year? For a 4th round pick next season? No. No. We're not going to do some silly shit like that. What are you guys doing winning games? What are you doing? All right, now. We're about to go into the trade deadline. We're actually looking at a potential playoff berth. I didn't think we were doing well enough for that. But I guess we just won a bunch of games right towards the end there that made that possible. So what is the trade block looking like? Is it still empty? All right, good. Now, here's the thing. If I'm trying to get into the playoffs, then I'm not really going to be looking to be making any trades. Michael McLeod, on the other hand, does not want an extension. Fabian Zetterlund also does not want an extension, which is disappointing. I mean, those guys could Possibly, possibly net me some kind of a return. And honestly, if I lose McLeod, that's not really going to be a big deal. This Benson kid ends up turning out to be, I mean, he's already a 78. I could bring him up, although McLeod is centering that fourth line, that roughneck line, and Benson not exactly going to be able to handle that, considering he's 20 pounds and soaking wet. I think he's like 160 pounds, maybe. How big is this kid? Yeah, 5'10", 159. Yeah, he's going to get knocked on his ass. But he could be real good. A real strong playmaker. But we shall see. So let's we got to play this like we're trying to get into the playoffs, so playoffs. All right, enter the trade deadline. I'm going to put Zetterlund and McLeod up there. No. Ertel. When didn't I just pick him up? I did. He's just an extra. So is that. Shubasov. Okay, whatever. I'd rather not lose him. However, I'm not getting that guy's not. No one's picking him up. Why would you say that we're not interested? You're always going to be interested in a first round pick. What team is going to be like, nah, please don't offer us a first round pick for anything? Because, why would we want that? Ridiculous. All right. Let's just see if I dangled McLeod out there. What could I get? A third and a fifth. Third and a fourth. Hey, what's going on now? You can kiss my entire ass, Vancouver. I am not about to give you both of these round twos. No. Because I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to use those. And Vancouver's not that far away from where we're sitting, so that wouldn't even really help me all that much anyway. Like, it's not like I'd be getting some outstanding jump up in draft positioning. Okay, so San Jose, Nashville, Los Angeles, Arizona, Montreal, Seattle, Detroit. These are the teams who might have something of value to give up. It's a big maybe. But he's also an 85, so that's like... Yeah, here's the other thing. 1 year left. I don't know. Yeah, they want a first line forward back. I really can't afford to give that. Top defenseman prospect for a two-way defender, but I'm deep on defense. I don't need another. Whoop. Second and a third. Edmondson, 1 year left. See, I don't want to give up those picks. That's the problem. Because I'm going to need to use those picks to finagle some kind of a decent trade. All right, you know what? What would Zetterlund get me? Probably nothing. Probably nobody interested in him. Oh, well. Around sevens. So they don't see him to be valuable at all. And what was I looking at with McLeod? Another third round pick and a fifth. Man, they really want to get rid of Middleton. The problem there is a fifth round pick isn't really going to do me that much good. And waiting until next draft for that fourth, who cares? really nothing. And McLeod isn't a player who I can move and get something really great back with, like. And I think at this point, I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't really have the assets that I'm willing to spend when we're like just trying to get into the playoffs. Top goalie prospect. It's not worth it either. I guess whoever I was just looking at just got snagged. Oh, Bustad, your face. Nothing from Detroit. Oh, here comes another offer. Middleton. Again, you guys are so desperate to get rid of him. But I am not giving up those seconds. There's no way. No. All right. I got nothing, guys. I'm jumping out of here because I'm not gonna. I'm clearly not gonna have any kind of a trade go my way. That's Jason Dickinson on waivers. Do I want to claim him? Well, the problem is this is his last year, so no. All right. Well, right now we are sitting outside of a playoff spot. So we might sneak in, but this team might also completely fall apart. And I don't think that if I had made a trade, I don't think I would have had like any player available to pick up that would have been like, oh, that's the guy who's going to really make the difference. Like, if this team didn't make the playoffs, it's going to require more than just a player. Uh-oh. And I honestly think that the biggest part of not making the playoffs right now is probably due to goaltending. Yikes. All right, let's just deal with the bad chemistry because they can get that chemistry to work out. Hello, Michaela. What's going on? Andreas Kolzig, let's look at you one more time. Adrian. I don't know what Adrian means. Okay, so they're sure this guy is going to be... Wow. AB. I'm sure you're trying to tell me where you're from, but I don't know what that means. Sorry. I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to stuff like that. And I know I've had people watch from like all over the world, and I always feel bad 'cause I'm like, don't know what you're like. If I don't understand the alphabet, I can't tell you. AHL starter. Why would you be a gem if you're an AHL starter? So clearly, that's not accurate. Abonnieren. Okay, I am going to look that up. Why is that coming up like German? Weird. Sorry, Michaela. I'm trying here. I'm trying to understand. So where I wish I spoke multiple language. Oh, okay. All right, Deutschland, Germany. I was correct. All right. See, I figured something out. Multiple players are now eligible to be dressed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're healthy. So, except they're both healthy, so I can bring them back. All right. All right. Let's get Bigfoot back out there. See, they got chemistry. Marino was a great pick from New Jersey, by the way. That was a great trade. Yeah, actually, I have friends who live out in Germany. They live out in Hamburg. Can I make a character for the Seattle Kraken? Adrian, number 13. I mean, I can't make it in the middle of this, but they don't have the player number here. Well, see, that's the thing. For Seattle, they've already got a number 13, Brandon Tanev. Let's face it, no one's going to. God, oops. All right, give me 1 second. I don't know what Erstellen means. Is that a player? Create. Gotta create him. Adrian Numar or Numer. That comes up for football. Does not come up for hockey. All right, I got to finish this season. Let's get through this season. We are actually in a playoff position somehow. I don't know how that happened. Actually, let's do this. Let's go game to game and let's see how this pans out. A win, a loss. Oh, that's not a good time for Nico to get hurt. That's a really bad time for Nico to get hurt. All right, we're still sitting here with the possibility of getting into the playoffs, but there's no guarantee yet. Because the Rangers are right behind us. All right, we're getting a little ahead of the Rangers now. But we got to be winning games. Michaela, again, I apologize because I don't speak German. I can only kind of understand some stuff. And I don't have a translator app or anything like that set up. Oh man, we're sitting right on the doorstep. Did that get us in? That may have secured us a spot. Maybe. Okay, Nico's back. Did the Devils make the playoffs? They did. All right, look at that. So in 2024, the New Jersey Devils took their first real big step towards attaining the Stanley Cup. And again, what did I say in the beginning of the stream? I was like, they might completely bottom out, or they might make it to the playoffs. Do I have the original? What is Trickustvon? What does that mean? Let me look that up. That doesn't even come up. That doesn't even come up on any kind of translation thing, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. All right. We're going to go day by day. Let's see how they do. Is this going to be a first round exit? Are they going to make it to the second round? How good is New Jersey for these playoffs? All right. That's uh-oh. We are 0-1. 0-2. That is a bad start. All right, so now we're home. Can we tie it up at home? Nope. 0-3. This might be a sweep. Oh, holding on. Can we do the reverse sweep? Can we win 4 in a row and somehow survive? No. The answer is not happening. All right, well, we're eliminated, but what about Utica? Does Utica survive? Yes, Utica is able to move on. So if our AHL team does well, that's helpful. Although they've already lost. Uh-oh. They're 0-2. All right, there's a win. Uh-oh, 1-3. One more loss and Utica's gone. All right. We are now in... we're now sitting here and wondering what's happening. Just keep scouting this guy. Why is he a gem and he's popping up as an AHL starter? That makes no sense to me. Like, I don't understand that whatsoever. Oh, Utica won. Oh, and it all comes crashing down. Utica is out. The Devils are out. Their playoffs have both failed. Can I make a character for the Chicago Blackhawks? I mean, I could, but again, I can't do any of that in franchise mode. That's all creation station stuff. All right, let's jump ahead here. Stanley Cup Finals. Carolina Hurricanes just swept the Edmonton Oilers. That is pretty scary. All right, so let's see. Awards. Well, we know the Devils didn't get any awards there. And McDavid with the Art Ross again. Reclaims the Hart. Fox reclaims the Norris. Goudreau with his First Lady Bing. Alexander Holtz, the Calder Memorial Trophy winner. Actually, I don't know why I'm getting excited, because I think this is all from last season. It is. Okay. Let's actually, that's pretty crazy that Holtz led the entire team in points. Hughes with only 15 goals. That's kind of sad. McLeod actually ringing in 29 points. Luke Hughes, however, 10 goals, 14 assists. Nemec, 10 goals, 13 assists. See, they're working out. You can make Golden Knights. You can make all those guys. So this is, for whatever reason, it's not. I don't know why it does that. All right, now can we look at the awards and stuff and see what's... Matthews this time. He's the actual Art Ross winner. Ugh. Really? Marchand is the Hart Memorial. Blech. Ekblad gets the Norris. Petra King gets the Lady Bing. Eklund wins the Calder. Kane also gets a Conn Smythe. Bobrovsky gets the Vezina. And the Jennings. Timo Myers gets a Bill Masterson. Chicago's coach gets the Jack Adams Award. O'Reilly, for the second year in a row, gets a Selke. Marchand gets a Ted Lindsay. And Matthews gets a Richard. Well, that answers that. I was going to say, did any of our guys get anything decent? So the most points during the AHL season goes to Graham Clark. So that's good to see. Graham Clark also won the AHL's MVP. Dunham gets the Marshall and the Garrett. Riley Walsh gets the Eddie Shore Award. Best defenseman in the AHL. So we got a couple of really good players. Gustafson, Hillis, Holmes. Man, look at the eyebrows on that guy. All right, Akira Schmid, goaltender on the team with the lowest goals against average at the end of the AHL season. So that's good to see. Graham Clark also, the player who scored the most points during the American Hockey League regular season. That's the first one that we looked at. All right, never mind. Well, it's good to see from Clark, though. All right. Well, unfortunately, we are nowhere in that top, those top picks. So, if I'm going to get anybody who's at that top of the draft, I'm going to have to make some pretty slick trades, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. Last chance to actually take a peek. So I got a feeling that old Peter Svatos here is... There's no way we're going to be able to get this guy. There's no chance. Which would be nice, but I'm going to have to give up a lot to get this guy. To move all the way up to fourth, not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to work, unfortunately. But see, now he's a backup, still considered a gem. And do I want to go for... I feel like that is such a risk. Because that's my second. That's a second round pick. But that's not even. I'm gonna have to trade up to even get that. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tricky. All right. Did we have anyone retire from our team? I doubt it. I think we were all pretty young. Max du mich bitte. Again, I don't speak German, so I don't know what that means. Oh, Brendan Smith retired. It doesn't really matter. But, bye, Brendan Smith. You're no longer on our payroll. All right, Milan Lucic also retired, and coach retirement. Okay, we didn't lose any coaches either. All right, so I'm going to end the stream here, and what I'm going to do on my own time is I'm going to go through the entire draft class, see if I can do any kind of finagling, make a interesting draft pick or two. We'll see. But I'm going to do all that offline, unless people really, really, really want to see the drafts happen. But, I mean, honestly, it's a lot of me just kind of trying over and over and failing at making trades, and it's not super exciting. But that's what I'm going to do on my own time. And then on the next episode of this, we'll see who I picked up in the draft, if there were any free agents that I was able to pick up. Did I re-sign anybody? Did I release anybody? We'll go over all of that in the next episode. But that's it for now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. And hey, one step forward. We've made the playoffs. That's a big step. We didn't get swept. We almost got swept, but we didn't. But that's good night, Michaela. But, big step forward, so we'll see how it goes from here. So anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are all out there staying safe and healthy, and that you're remaining smart instead of scared of these crazy times that we're living in. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all of that YouTube stuff. And until the next one, as always, peace.